Hey everybody, this is Bryce with the core team. We're at the Lake Stevens flip today with Mike, the general contractor that I partnered with. He's been doing an awesome job for us. We partnered with Mike on this project because it was huge. It was going to cost us a lot of money to do it ourselves. He's able to get it done much cheaper and much quicker.
Been flipping homes for about 7 years now, generally doing 30 to 40 homes a year. I do a lot of houses, joint venture with investors like Bryce. There's all different types of things that we can do with the joint ventures. Just depends on ARVs and comps and what we're trying to do.
All right, Mike, so walk us through the process. What's the first thing you got to worry about or think about when you're partnering with investors like Bryce and myself?
So initially, before you even get into the house, it's and this is what I asked you guys: what are the budgets? What are the comps? And we had that conversation again yesterday. What are the comps looking like? And this one you're 425, and then you just kind of work backwards from there. Project like this, I think we had figured that the budget would be somewhere in the 75,000 range, which gives me a ballpark of what I got to do. I always try to go lower than the budget. But I don't want to sacrifice finishes.
Right.
I don't want to take shortcuts. When homeowners go to get for the home inspection, that stuff's all going to come out, right? So I'd rather tackle it while everything's open and you're at the point in the home where you can do that stuff.
So this was a supporting wall. How did you take that down?
So we did that with this flush beam up here. This is the first thing that happens is you drop this wall and before you even start figuring out your layouts.
Yeah.
This particular house didn't even have a dining room, which is why we also moved that door. If you guys remember, that door was actually right here. So it was right through the middle of the kitchen. So we moved the door out because we needed to have a bigger kitchen and push that stuff back to get an actual dining room. I try to do sliding glass doors all the time, but it wouldn't allow, a sliding glass door there wouldn't allow us places for like our switches.
So if you remember when we first got this house, this area over here was not very functional. Mike, tell me what your vision was and how we changed it to make
actual outside doors right here, and I think right across from there was a hot water tank, washer dryer. With that in mind, the master bathroom, which is on the other side of this wall now, only had a toilet and a vanity.
Yeah.
So we bumped the door over to here and actually made this into a laundry cabinet now. So the hot water tanks actually got moved out to the garage. And then as you come back around to the master bedroom, the vanity and the toilet's in the same spot. And this was where the washer and dryer was, and I think there was a closet here. A priority in homes is a master bathroom.
Yeah.
You gotta have a master with a shower. Everybody wants double vanities. But to me, as long as you get a master bathroom, you're doing good.
So Mike, you've been helping us since we very first got into flipping, and a piece of advice you gave us was to always make sure we complete the project strong no matter what.
Right. Well, every house I do, I try to keep that in mind, is if I'm gonna live here, would I wanna live here and would I like living here? And if I was gonna live here, how would I want to have the house? And I try to do all my houses as an entertaining house. Like if I'm gonna have friends over, and that's why I like having decks out back and having a place to put a barbecue and stuff that when somebody comes and looks at the house, it's already done for them,
So you want to make sure it's not only safe and done correctly, but it's also very functional and very complete.
Yeah, even like placement of switches and stuff like that, like, is this gonna make sense? Is this not gonna make sense? The little eating bar, it's, stuff like that always, you're gonna pay more money for it. But it's totally worth it in the end. And that's the feeling that you want to give new homeowners, is when they walk into that house, they want to put their money down immediately and be like, this is the house I want.
So something really important for a house to sell is to have great curb appeal. What do you think is going on with the curb appeal here?
Initially, when we first got here, there was all kinds of bushes. There was I think you've got this massive tree here, which is actually a super nice tree. Have everything hydro sprayed out to the railroad ties out there, so we still have our street parking out there, but the house will have all new bushes and stuff out front. But this came down another 2 or 3 feet down this way and really cramped the front of the house up, pushed it all back, which actually helped the structure of the roof even more. And that's, to me, that's what curb appeal.
All right, thanks so much for watching, and thanks again to Mike for sharing all your experience and knowledge with us.
Yep, no problem. If anybody's got any questions, just feel free to ask Laura and Bryce, and we'll get a hold of you.
Like, follow, subscribe to stay in touch and see more awesome projects like this.